Sunday afternoon wax chores. Carrie's come in to empty the wax melter, which is a chore. She's filling up our trays. And I am going to tackle the spinner. Every Sunday I clean out the spinner, I pull the drum, and I chip the wax away from the inside. I like to clean the spinner out once a week just to help with the granulation issue inside. And I know the spinner is running properly when I'm cutting out only about an inch layer of wax. I like to cut it to about 3/4 inch while it's running, so I don't have a lot of wax running on the inside. You can see the honey is pretty dry, so I'm getting some drips. The canola honey will run pretty dry, it will granulate, and it'll plug up these baffles. So I like to clean this spinner out at least once a week, every Sunday. This is coming out quite easy. So I have the drum all scraped out, and what I want to show you is the reason why I clean it out every week. As you can see, along the edge of the baffle there's all that granulated honey, and canola is particularly bad for granulating, especially when you spin it. And it's that granulated honey along the edge of that baffle which doesn't allow the honey to exit the spinner freely. So that is why I have to clean this out every week, just to keep the honey flowing nice and smoothly. So the drum's all nicely cleaned out now. The stainless steel is a real neat trick. This is what the inside of the spinner looks like. Nice and clean honey on the outside here. You see a little bit of granulation because of that cursed canola, but the center is just littered with wax. This is a very messy machine. It does a very efficient job, but the messiness drives me bonkers. But anyways, here's the water port, which cools a knife. Here's the knives here. And as this drum rotates, these knives spin. This will cut this floating layer of wax off on the inside of the spinning drum. You see. A very efficient way of handling our wax problem. Very messy way of handling our wax problem. But this is probably my favorite machine of the whole honey house, just because of the time it saves me every day. Cleans the honey out perfectly and gives me practically wood shaving type wax at the end of the day. So there's very little honey, and that's what it's all about.
Is it up? Yeah.
Everything in this honey house gets sticky with honey. So in about an hour, I have the drum pulled and I have the entire area here cleaned up, back the way I like it, and ready for the next week.